Right, Anthony, what's going on? Hi, JJ, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, please. Like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. Hello, Anthony. How are you, honey? Good morning, guys. I know that I'm late. I ended up sleeping in. I couldn't go to sleep last night. I was trying to get myself down. I kept getting up in the middle of the night, like, just could not get myself comfortable. So I ended up, I don't know, sleeping in. So now here we are. All kinds of late and wrong. How are you today, Mr. Anthony? You hanging in there? Like I said, I like it when y'all stop by to see me. Everybody's more than welcome in here, especially if you're a screen tapper. If you're a screen tapper, I'm all about having you in. I'm just saying. I like Sundays on live. Sundays seem to be like busier. I don't know. I know we're getting to the time of year where I said I am currently going through and getting all my stuff ready for like Halloween and all that stuff. So I'm starting to think now about what crafts I can do, what shit I can, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I'm always open to ideas. If anybody has, I hope you slept well. Oh, once I got down, I was fine. I just had trouble getting to sleep last night. I could not get to sleep to save my life. Like, just wasn't happening. Like, I was down, I was up, I was down, I was up. But once I was asleep, I was asleep. How'd you sleep, honey? Like I said, I like it when you guys. So I'm now looking into just different things I can do, like in the front yard to kind of, like I said, like cheap crafts. Like there's stuff like the bodies where it's got stuff in the middle of it, and it's got trash bags, and there's all sorts of stuff people can do out there. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's where we're at, and then I'll be showing on here because I said on Halloween I will be doing I do a big haunted house every year. If need be, I'll work on it in it this year. Like I don't care. Like, but we're gonna it's gonna be good. So you guys will get to see like the setup, the breakdown, the everything in between, like all that stuff. So I have millions of lights. Oh my god, I have so many lights. I'm gonna take these two. I have two of the big tube lights, and I'm gonna put it around it, and then we'll just like I said, I have ideas. I have ideas for stuff. I'm probably gonna take like some of my neon signs out, like that sort of stuff. So I said my brain's just kind of working now. Like, well, what can I do next? Well, what else can we do? So I was looking for crafts this morning, and I ended up kind of getting like sucked into that. I would like to go and buy some like generic like pumpkins, like just some generic pumpkins, just so I have this idea in my head of building like an archway. So I think at some point I'm gonna run to the dollar store and buy like a whole bunch of like just cheap pumpkins that I can glue together and all that stuff. So I said that's where my brain is at today. It's starting to get that season. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I hope that like today is a day that you take over the world. Although if all of us take over the world, I don't think we'll be able to. I'm going out later for my mom's birthday. So I'm like, okay, don't know what time I'm going out. I said my parents, they're funny. They're like, how most people will like plan stuff? You know what I mean? Like they'll plan stuff. My parents are not planners. My parents are very like 20 minutes from now, hey, we're going out. You come and wait. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm like sitting just waiting to see when they decide they want to go out today. But so that's cool. I said my sister's 68. My mom is, so it's my adoptive family. But my mom is turning, she's either 62 or 63 today. Something like that. Or, yeah, sorry, I'm sorry. So they had a bonfire last night over their house. Like I said, and they have done their backyard. Like when I tell y'all, it is like cool as fuck. Like they decided they were going to do their backyard like all tiki bar, right? And they're at the point in their life where they're not stressing financially, so they're doing like a whole bunch of home renovations and like all that stuff. So they decided that out back, right, they were going to do a tiki bar, right? But heaven forbid they just stop at like, okay, let's get an outdoor bar. They literally have an outdoor bar in the middle of their backyard, and then they went out and they bought all these like chairs with awnings and stuff, and like each one of them has like a different flower underneath of it, or one's got like an orange, like, but so it's pretty neat. Then they went and they got a margarita machine to keep in it, like all that kind of stuff. And I said mom's easy to shop for. She's like she likes a box of wine. Easy enough. I can do that. A box of wine. Cool. And if you guys are new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. Everybody should be amazing and tap the screen and like the live for me. I would absolutely, absolutely love it. I'm in a good mood. I hope you guys are all in a good mood. I hope it's like an amazing day. I hope today is everything that you hope it will be, like all that good stuff. So I said, we are rocking our way right along. I am very happy that once again I woke up again today. I will take my little victories with my big victories any day. You know what I mean? Hi guys, welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. So I am gonna get my face together. What I've been doing. Let me turn these battles off for like 10 minutes. I hate doing the battles, guys. Like I try. Like I really got to be in a mood to like do battles, because I just find it weird. You're just sitting there staring at another person. Hi, what's up? Nothing. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Where are you from? Like I find it very like awkward. So I said I am doing hi. What's going on, Rain? How are you? But guys, I am also dual streaming. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. Make sure if you don't have me added on both that you add me on both. I love it when people stop by to see me. Good. That's solid, Rain. That's solid. But how are you? Oh, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. It's another lovely day on the internet. You know what I mean? Another day, another diamond. So what I typically do first thing in the morning, I know it's not first thing in the morning anymore. Like I said, I overslept like a champ, like, and it's taken me a while to get myself motivated. But I normally do the weird news. So I said I will just kind of come on and whatever I see like that is trending topics online, that's kind of what I'll go over. So it's influencer news, it's world news, it's whatever. I can content with the best of them, believe me. I see some people and they just sit on their lives and they don't do anything. They don't have anything to talk about. And I'm like, it just bores me. Hello, Miguel. How are you? And I said, guys, if you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. Like the live, tap the screen, all that good stuff. It helps me trend higher. I said there was a lot of reaction. Like, I know Charlie Kirk's been like a big topic. I'm not politically affiliated either way. But here was my position on like everything that happened was like there were a lot of people that came out afterwards, right? And said stuff like, well, good, he deserved it. And I'm like, what? Like, either way, that's like I said, the day after it happened, I got up first thing in the morning and I wasn't even looking for the video, right? Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Miguel. I'm hanging in there. It's another lovely day, guys. Come on in, pull up a bar stool. But so there's been people that have made, we'll say, rather insensitive remarks. Khloe Kardashian, The Rock's daughter, like some people went on and said, well, good, you got what you had coming to you. And I'm like, whoa, like, I wasn't even trying to look for the nobody deserves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rain. Like nobody deserves that, regardless of what their political affiliation is, regardless of what. Now, here's the thing too. I don't know if you guys heard this. What was it? It was Utah State University, wasn't it? I believe that's the university. They had actually gotten a petition, right, of like 6,000 people that had signed it, saying that they didn't want him to come there. And I'm like, well, then why did they push for it? Like, why did they allow it to happen if they knew that it was such a, I don't know. Like, to me, it just seems a bit weird. So I said, but I don't think, here's the thing, like, his wife just found out that she's pregnant with their third baby. Like, just found out. All right. Either way, like I said, the next morning I got up and I go to like, I'm like, okay, just going online. Wasn't even looking for the video. Was not even looking for the video. I go on TikTok, check in first thing in the morning like everybody does. I'm swiping through, right? And I literally see the unedited video of what happened. And I mean, it was like at breakfast time. Like, I mean, I was not coming on looking for it. But I'm like, either way, like, there's kids on TikTok. There's kids on YouTube. But imagine being one of his kids and one day, like, you come across this video. That's all I could think about was, I'm not even related to this guy. I'm not even, and I literally just seen this. Like I said, when Kennedy passed away, everybody remembers that black and white video of, like, her reaching over the trunk and whatnot. Can you imagine if that happened today? Because now everybody's got cameras in their hands. Hello, what's going on, Sandra? Guys, welcome through. If you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit-chat with me. So people were getting close-up angles, back angles, over here angles. Then people are uploading it, and they're not putting it up as edited. So imagine that. Imagine growing up as one of his kids and coming across this video. And when I say this video was graphic, I mean it was graphic. Like it was 100% unedited. Just somebody that was in the crowd uploaded it. And I'm like, so once those videos are out there, you can't take them back. You can't take them back. So I feel bad for his wife. I feel bad for his kids, regardless of whatever. Nobody deserves that. But like I said, if it was today with Kennedy, just imagine all the different angles that would be out there. Like once upon a time, people didn't have cameras in their hand, so you only seen that one black and white video, like of it way back. You know what I mean? Like, so but there have been a lot of people that like say they went on the next day. Oh, good. You know what I mean? Sandra, I like your profile pic. Like, but you know what I mean? Like, and then what I said, like, what has really gotten me is like the gross comments afterwards. Like, a lot of people ended up getting fired because they went on social media and said, "Oh, I'm glad this happened." Like, I don't think any person deserves to like. That's the whole point of freedom of expression is that we can say what we want. We can have our beliefs. We can have. So I'm and then like I said, and then people are talking about, oh well, they spun it and now there's a false narrative that he was mad and like, dude, I think that regardless of what political party you affiliate with, we're all subject to propaganda. Like we believe what we believe because somebody else told us that. We weren't there to see it in person. We don't personally know this person to know that they are one way or the other. For all we know, this person could have just been straight up crazy. Had no political affiliation, had no nothing. Could have just been straight up nuts. Some voices in his head told him to do it. Like we don't know. So we are going to get narratives pushed on us and all that stuff. I was going to say, Anthony, I've seen, and I thought this one was funny. If you guys haven't seen the video, and I would say that because Anthony's from the UK, right? There is actually, Trump is taking a trip over to the UK, and they're playing with my poll. Okay. But so there have been protests, and the protests, when I tell you they're funny, they're funny. Like the videos and everything of like they really don't want him coming there. But so I said I went to what what's your question, Rain? But so like they've made like these giant like inflatable things and it's him and I'm like, oh my god. Like, but they really don't want him there. Like I said, I don't really have, I'm not like I don't know. I can tell you this honestly. I have never ever voted, not one day in my life, and I never ever ever will. Yeah, absolutely. Perception is everything, and power is not. And I, like I said, I get that. I always try to, whenever I hear stuff, keep in perspective that you're hearing whatever they want you to hear. You're not really like it's not like any of us were there in person. So, like I said, for all we know, he could have just been nuts. It could have just been nuts. It could have had nothing to do with politics. It could have just had he didn't like his hairstyle. Like there's always crazy people in the world. I'll tell you this much: being a live streamer, that is something that always kind of concerns me. Like I don't know. Like there's some people they'll be like, "Can I have your address? I want to send you a present." I'm like, "Nah, nah, I'm good." Like I'm good. Like it'll be like, "Can I add you on Facebook?" Nope. Because it's you do have some type of status. Like I said, I'm not saying celebrity, but like celebrities can afford to hire security. Like they can afford to have people go places with them to make sure that they're okay, all that good stuff. When you're somebody that's big just on social media, you're probably not thinking that. So I said there was a big live streamer on TikTok, and this just fucked me up. Like people love to show their money off. I can promise you this much: you are not going to catch me like showing money off. Like I don't care if I'm a millionaire, I'm still gonna. I'm too rough on stuff. You know what I mean? Like if something gets ruined, I want to just be able to throw it out. So there was a guy, and his name is Jack Doherty. Historical example. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's we rumple like it's definitely we get told what we get told and then it becomes history. So and I don't think because politics is a game, regardless of what side you're on, they want to push their beliefs on you. Regardless of what's, I don't care whether you're liberal, conservative, this, that, like whatever. Everybody wants to push their agenda. So they want you to go, but like that's what I'm saying is unless we're there to physically see it, none of us really know. I call it the new truth. And I mean, it's been like that throughout time. You go back all the way to like the Bible. How much of the, even if you are 100% Christian, believe everything in the world, how do you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm cynical. Maybe I don't know what I am, but it's like, I'm not like saying you shouldn't believe in religion, but like, how do you know? Like, how do you know that that's not you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't, maybe it was written by the hand of God, but it was communicated through men, and they wrote it down. They wrote down their perception of what was being told with them. Like I said, what religion is it? It's I think it's the Church of Latter Day Saints, the chick with Ellen Smith, or maybe it's the Church of Mormon. No, Mormon's something different. I was gonna say, Seventh Day Adventist, maybe. I'm not critical. It's real quick. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is I question stuff, so it's not like people will be like, "Oh, you." I'm like, no, no, no. I just try to keep an open mind and keep a perspective that I believe what I believe because I've been told in this lifetime to believe what I believe. I don't think it's wrong to question anything. Like if I have questions, I'm naturally an inquisitive person. So I can remember being little. I grew up in church, right? Like my mom was really, really into church. We had like a Catholic church across the street. So I used to go to like Bible study like every year. And when I tell you this church, how often do I go live? I try to go live every day if I can. Like I said, today's gonna be a busy one. So bear with me, guys, because I said I know I ramble. But so I can remember being little, right? And this Catholic church straight up had a convent. Like straight up had a convent out back with like legit nuns. Like I mean, we're talking legit, like full habit, all that stuff. So I can remember being little and having like the women like sitting there singing songs to us with acoustic guitars. Like I mean, but but the way that I am, oh, let me get my contacts in. The way that I am, I naturally like to question things. Like, well, okay, so that's why. Well, then why? Da, 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 da. Well, why? Okay, well, why? And I was told, like, I don't know. I think it wasn't for me just because I don't like being told like that's that's not something you should ask. Well, if I have a question, I would rather ask it because then I feel more educated about something. Like, I believe that people need faith and we need other things to believe in. And I said 100% I'm not anti religion. Do not think that. But I think that it gives us an idea of what's to come afterwards. I think a lot of people fear what's to come afterwards, and by having faith, it gives us something to look forward to. I do think that the basis of the Bible is to give a premise of just being a good person. Janet, good morning, honey. I think that that's 100% the basis behind it. It's just a way. But then I said you look at stuff like, say, the King James Version. Well, the King James Version, they took it and they completely rewrote it. Oh, I'm good, Janet. I'm hanging in there. Guys, tap the screen for me like the live. I love it when y'all stop by to see me. So for all you know, so I said, like, I think it's interesting when people are quick to quote stuff from the Bible. I like seeing groupthink experiments. Oh yeah, I was gonna say those are neat. I love sociology when I was in school. I went to school. Originally I went to school to be a doctor, and I wanted to be a doctor, like straight up wanted to be a doctor, and so that's kind of where. But like I love the sociology classes. I love the psychology classes. I love getting the question and not being told no. Like I love that shit. Like, oh my god, I loved it. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen like the live for me. So I just try to keep myself open minded like that. I'm not politically affiliated. I understand. Regardless of what side you're on, politics 100% is a game. Whether you're liberal, whether you're conservative, whether you're this, whether you're that. So how do you know what's real and how do you know what's just been told? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I said, guys, I am live on YouTube and I am live on TikTok. So make sure you follow me on other. So then like another one, there's live streamers that they have been, saying stuff about like how he deserved and all that stuff. And I said, I won't spend too much time on this. But it was a big topic this week, like people losing their jobs because they went online and said stuff about it, or they went online and made a video and got like a ton of feedback and like all this other stuff, right? And it's like, just shut up. I'm like, you don't have to like somebody to say, okay, I don't wish death upon them. Like, there's people in this world that I don't like. There's people in this world I don't agree with. I would never, ever, ever wish that. And then, because then you're also wishing it on his children, that his children are going to grow up without a dad. And I think that's real sad. Like, I just think that people, I love everybody. But like I said, the whole thing with the Bible too, it's people are so quick to jump on like the the no homosexuality thing. Well, listen, the Bible says a lot of stuff. It literally says that men that wear two different cloths at once should be put to death. Like, are you kidding? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But it's you would think if something was law, them, and it's what I got hair in my mouth. And then that's what was wanted is they would it would still be true to this day. So I don't think that we can target things in the Bible. There was something that said any man, like I said, I grew up in church, man. So any man that works on Sundays would be, put to anybody that touched the skin of a unalive pig would, it's like I love bacon. Like I don't want to. I mean, the clothes in hell seem to look cooler, but besides that, like, I'm sure the music's a little better. Like whatever. But I just think sometimes people take stuff too far, and it doesn't need to be that. I think the general thing is to just love other people. Like, you don't have to agree with people's opinions. You don't have to, see eye to eye with everybody. There's no way physically that you can make that happen. There is no way in this world that you can make everybody happy. There is no way. You can be the nicest person in the world, and people will dislike you because you're too nice. Yeah, there's contradictions, and religious sects have me with an eyebrow. Yeah, that's what it is. But I think that it was given originally as a general idea, which was to just to have faith. Even if the details change, that like just love people. Just thank you, sure. Good night. All right, have a good night, honey. But so there was this person, right, who she's a big live streamer, I guess, on TikTok. I've never heard of her. Her name is Salty. Hey yo, we said way yo. Daylight coming, what's going on, guys? So I said, if you hear me talk to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you, I'm not losing my marbles. It's just the other tap, or it's just the other screen. Tap the screen. What's happening? Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. So oh my God. Okay, so did you guys also see? Like I said, I'm jumping around a little bit today. I don't want to spend too much time on like the whole Charlie Kirk thing. But did you guys see everything with like the hotel worker? What was it? The motel worker that like their boss, like of all ways to like choose to take somebody out of this world, like are you kidding? Like wow, like I was like damn, like what the fuck, like what did this boss do? But there are just crazy people in the world. Thank you, I love your lives. Oh, thank you, honey, I appreciate you. Hey, okay, so like I love it when you guys stop by to see me. I 100% do. So right, let's get our hair out of our face. I said I'm going out today for dinner for my mom's birthday. It was last night. And but like I was like, wow, like I don't know, I can't imagine just hating somebody. Old world social conditioning. Yeah, good and bad. And that's what I mean is like you would think if it was a rule, it would still be a solid rule today. Like it's very reflective of the times. It's very reflective. So it's like I think that if you're gonna believe it, you have to keep in mind that not everything's gonna be accurate. Yeah, it might have been. But like there's a religion and it's based on this chick named Ellen Smith. One of the girls, I actually worked in an adult store for 7 years. One of the girls there, she was in boarding school. And I think it was Seventh Day Adventist. And this chick's name was the woman that started the religion. Her name is Ellen Smith, right? And when she was like 12 or like 14 years old, it was like something, she was younger, right? She got hit in the head with a rock. And after that, she heard the voice of God. Well, today, we would probably take that as like a traumatic brain injury that caused hallucinations. But then, and there's like a whole religion based on it. This bitch got hit in the head with a rock. And they based the whole religion on it. Like, that's wild to me. Like, I'm just saying, like, like today we would just go, okay, that's a traumatic brain injury. It's caused her to hallucinate because her frontal cortex is whatever, right? Back then, like, I mean, it was just different times, different strokes, different folks, And so, oh yeah, and then I said, what is Krishan from? Like, what show has she done? I said, I do weird topics, like, first thing, like, when I come on, so, guys, don't mind me if I jump around a little bit, because I said, I kind of write stuff down as I come across it. If I see a trending topic, I will, write it down just so I can come back on and talk about it. Like, I'm going to get my face ready for today. scares me is when people get radicalized. Yeah, to the point that they tell you you're in the wrong. Yeah, Rumple, I'll tell you, man, I get people that stop by my lives all the time and they're like, you need Jesus. Jesus loves you. And I'm like, I'm here minding my business. Like, I'm like over here, like minding my business. But people see tattoos, they see piercings, they see crazy colored hair, and they automatically assume that like you're like doing like voodoo in your basement, like, to Satan. Like, I'm like, dude, like, listen, like I said, I was raised very hardcore in religion, so I feel like I've kind of, my mom thought it was just a phase, the rebellion and like the dark clothes and wanting tattoos and all this. She thought it was just a phase. I mean, it was just a longer phase than I think she would have enjoyed having, you know what I mean? But I think that the thing is just to live and love and be fucking happy. If you cannot live and love, I think sometimes people get so focused on the way that other people live that they forget to live their own lives. Like, live your own life. You don't have to, like, you don't have to convert people to your belief system. Like, just live and love. And life is too short. Like, you're gonna spend all your life trying to make other people live their life. And the truth is, like, you miss your own life. You miss your own life when you spend too much time worrying about like how other people live theirs. You end up missing your own in the long run. So I'm just saying, like, have your beliefs, have your belief systems. Like, if you're religious, if you're political, if you're this or you that, do it. But that doesn't mean that you need to convert other people. That's the part where I have like an issue. When I first moved into my house, I'll tell you what, I had these two like little old Jehovah Witness ladies, and they came to my door, and I was like, nah. And all they had to do was see me, and then do what? What? Which part, Jess? But yeah, they decided that I needed to be a like, and so I used to come home and get pamphlets like all the time, like that. They'd literally be like stacking up in the mailbox. I'm like, dude, push something. No, I'm saying don't push something. Like, that's what I'm saying is I think that people just should live and love and be happy, and yeah, it's actually the opposite. Like, I don't think anybody should push stuff on other people. I understand why people want to, like, I get it, but like I said, I try to keep an open perspective about everything. You know what I mean? That nobody's necessarily right. Nobody's ever going to know the answer. I don't think it's wrong to question things. I said I can remember being younger and being in church, and I had worn like a dress, like it was a Sunday, church thing. And I can remember after it, right? One of the guys, the youth pastor, actually walked up to me and he goes, Renee, you need to watch what you wear to church. And I'm like, oh, why? What's wrong with my outfit? And he's like, you don't want to make your brothers in Christ stumble. That was actually his wording to me. And I'm like, and it hit me even then, like being like 13, 14 years old, like, wait, if somebody else is having like those thoughts about me, and I'm not doing anything to instigate it. Like, I told you I worked in an adult store for like 7 years. We had a nun costume in there, transgender, so they understand. Yeah, and I said, I like, Jess, I worked in an adult store. Brad, so what's going on, for 7 years, and I said I can remember having people call, and I felt so bad. This one person called me the one day, and they're like, hey, I have a question for you. Hey, Jules, what's going on? And I was like, okay, what's up? They're like, if I come down there, can we just like take something out of the package? I'm from Delaware, so it's also very like, here. When people are, yeah, radicalized, definitely. But I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, can I take? They're like, listen, I'm transitioning, and I have broad shoulders, and I would like to find stuff that's cute. But like, apparently they'd gone to another store and gotten kicked out. Like, I just think that. Oh, thank you, Brett, honey. I think that life is too short to worry about pushing your agenda. Just live, be happy. Like, just because you don't agree with something does not mean that you need to. Yeah, and I was like, oh baby, come down, we'll find you some good stuff, come on, come on. Like, and I think it's sad. I think that is fucking sad. Even if you don't agree with the way that other people live, who cares? Spend time on your own life. Like, spend time worrying about yourself. I said, I think we are here to love other people. Like I said, you can be the best person in the world, and there's still going to be people that disagree with you. But either way, live your life. Life is so short. Don't spend your time trying to live it for other people. Spend your time on the people that love you, care about you, and accept you however you are. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, you are not going to make everybody happy. And it's sad. Like, it's sad. Like I said, life is so short, and it makes me sad that people have to justify themselves to others. Like, why can't we just live? Like, why can't we just be? I mind my business. Even if I don't agree with somebody, I just like, yep, yep. Even if I don't agree with something, I'm gonna mind my business. If somebody is, because I said I've never been trans. Like, I've always felt like a female. I've always been an innie, not an outie. I do think it would be kind of cool to pee standing up, but I'm just saying, besides, you know what I mean? Like, I've always felt like I was meant to. So I've never lived that life. I don't know what it is like to feel like you're not in the right skin or not what you're meant to be. So who am I to go and judge somebody else's? It's not my life. It's not my life. Like, don't mind me. I'm getting off on a rant this morning. I had caffeine in me. I'm coming in today hot. But so, question. Hi, Papa. What's going on, guys? Welcome through. If you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. Do me a favor. Tap the screen, like the live. I am live on YouTube. I'm also live on TikTok. So if you hear me talk to somebody, they're not in your chat. I promise you, it's just the other chat. But like, question, there's a chick named Krishan, and I keep seeing stuff posted about her and her son. And I said I will normally kind of just do like trending topics, like I'll look for whatever, and then I come on, I write it, I jot everything down, I make myself like my own little list of shit to talk about. So there's this chick, and like people have, I don't know what she's from. I don't know if she's just big on. I guess she did a show. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know this chick, but I keep seeing stuff posted about her son. Well, I guess one of her sister-in-law or her would-have-been sister-in-law came online and said that the reason, because she kept saying, well, my son's fine, my son's fine. Like I said, I don't care enough about other people's stuff. Like, of course, I'm a mother. Like, of course, I'm going to be concerned about, somebody else's child as far as, are they safe, are they okay? This chick, so the sister came out, right? We'll just do some gossip, right? The sister came out and said that she got diagnosed while she was pregnant with the clap. That was my way of, just kind of showing that. My girlfriend won't listen. I mean, you can't make. I love your hair. Thank you, Jess. I said I just did it last week. I'm normally a redhead, but I just needed a change. I needed something different. And so it came out that she had that, right? And they had told her, you need to have a C-section to deliver. Otherwise, there's a chance your child could come out blind. She has a tattoo that says whatever name it is, P-U-S. You guys get what I'm saying. And it's like right, like, so they would have had to cut that tattoo. She decided to not listen to the doctors and go against medical advice. And I'm like, but either way, early intervention is key. Like I said, my son's special needs, like early intervention is key. Like if he does have issues, getting him the help that he needs earlier on can do nothing but just help. You know what I mean? But I look so old, did you? I was going to say, I'll tell you what, Jess, blue is probably the hardest color to keep in, like, out of all of them. Like, anything with that blue hue in it, like purple, blue. Red, you would assume would, like, be, like, hard to keep it. No, red's, like, the easiest color. Like, I like to do, like, I'll do, like, half red, half black, or I'll do, like, dark with, like, red streaks. Or I do, like, question, have you guys, okay, so here's another one, right? So, have we, I was going to say, Jess, I gave up on my own hair a little while ago. Okay, what's going on? About pink? Yeah, pink is like, I've done pink before. Are you a female or a male? Does it matter? I'm sitting on whatever I got, Robert, and it's not, like, does it matter? Like, does it? I mean, honestly, like, does it? Like, why would it matter to you whether I am or I'm not? Question. But so I think, in divorces and whatnot, should be getting messy. I understand should be getting messy. So Denise Richards is going through like a breakup with her husband, right? And so he went on and he made videos. I guess they have something like a $3.5 million mansion together, and they're gonna end up having it sold and all that stuff, right? And so they he, like I said, shit gets messy. I don't know what I do with my hairpins. Shit gets messy in divorces. That's what it is. Like, you get through it somehow, but it definitely burns hot for a bit. Hold on, let me see if it's up here. So, he made a video, and if you haven't seen the video, like, I'm not judging her because, but like, especially by looks, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Only asking, yeah, but why? It's not your business, Robert. Yeah, it's not. I'm just saying, it's not. I said I've always been an innie, but either way, like, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter? Are you male or female? Why? Like, either way, regardless of what I am, I'm over here living my life. Like, you know, I'll pass sometimes, but others don't. Well, and that's, what I mean. Like I said, I'm just all for like just loving people. Like, life is so short to not love other people and to just sit and judge other people. Like, it's just too short. Like I said, you spend so much time judging other people that you don't live your own life. So I said, I accept everybody. I would rather judge people by things that they can change, like being an asshole. You can change your behavior. You can change like being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can change that stuff. Like, how you feel, who you are as a human, all that stuff is not stuff that you can physically change. If you have, regardless of what the cause is, regardless of whether it's genetic, whether it's this, whether it's that, so many arguments could go back and forth on both sides. But the truth is, like, unless you're living that person's life, you don't know why the way that they are the way they are. They don't know why they are the way that they are. They're just out there trying to exist and be accepted and have the same basic human rights as other people. So it's like you said, I'd rather judge people for being like a tool than what they got between their legs. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing: at the end of the day, unless you're planning on like getting with that person, it's really not your concern. Like, why does it matter what people got between their legs? Like, that question always irritates me when people are like, "Are you male or female?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not gonna get with you, so what does it matter?" I mean, you can't be in my live stream to listen to me if I was trans. Like, I mean, that's just crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So, yeah, I don't live my life unfortunately. I came out at 40. Well, you know what? Better late than never, baby. Better late than never. You know what I mean? Like I said, life's too short. You're at 40, but at least you weren't at 50. At least you weren't at 60. At least I think about how conservative everything used to be, and it's just like, man, like just the thought that people couldn't just live. Like, that's all people want is the same basic human right. And I'll tell you this: just because somebody is trans, that does not mean that they are forcing it down your throat that you have to accept it. That you don't have to accept it. You can be fine with it. I said there was if you haven't seen this video, that people hate on me, hate them. Yeah, absolutely. When people hate on people for something that had, like I said, if it doesn't affect your life, why do you have so much opinion on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my, like, why does it matter? So I said there was this video, right? And it actually made me mad. It was like going around the internet, right? Because it was like this woman, she stayed in a hotel in Hawaii, and this woman's like videoing, right? And you can see her hand shaking. She is so mad. They had a drag pageant coming up, right? I love drag shows, but like they had a drag pageant coming up, and so there were a couple of, like, the performers, the hosts of this show were coming together to take promotional videos of it, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope everybody in life is happy. When people focus too much on that shit, it's like, it don't matter. Like, at the end of the day, whether somebody's male, female, trans, what, it don't matter. It don't matter if it's not your life, And I mean, you could tell this woman was mad, mad, gross. Like, this is misogyny. No, it's not. It's somebody's idea. Like, this is misogyny. No, it's not. It's somebody's idea of who they are as a human. It's somebody living their life. You know what I'm saying? I do different makeup looks. I do different makeup looks all the time. You know what I mean? It's not like it's she's like, oh, you think that you're Barbie, you want to dress up like, I mean, this chick was big man, like big man. Like I said, you could see her. She's like, I have children here, like I don't want them to see this. So what if they do? Well, here, come to find out, right? And I said, you guys can see this video online. It's a little bit older. It kind of reemerges every once in a while. This chick, she had one of her children. I guess she had like 3 or 4 kids, right? And one of them had come out to her as trans. And I'm like, I instantly felt bad for that child. Like, imagine that too, like being rejected by the people that are supposed to love you for something that you feel is out of your control. Like, I would rather, I have two kids. If one of them was trans, I would 100%. Now, do I think that they should be doing hormone before somebody's 18? No. I don't agree with that. Like I said, I'll gladly support you in your journey as you go. But wait until you're 18. If you got to be 18 to get a tattoo and make that decision by yourself, then just wait until you're 18. That doesn't mean you can't live the life that you want to. That doesn't mean that I'm going to reject you or not support you in anything that you want. You know what I mean? I will support the person that my children are, regardless of who it is. Like, regardless of who it is, I'm going to love my kids. And I hope, and it's sad to me that there's people out there that don't have that type of support. Like, so I'm like, so it came out that one of her kids was either non binary or trans. Fortunately, all my family dropped me off. And so, yeah, and that's sad. That's sad. Like, love isn't something that should be conditional. Like, that's my opinion. I don't think love is something that should be conditional. I have a big family. I don't talk to any of my family because, and they don't talk to me because I'm weird. I'm different than everybody. Like, they all grew up together. Four brothers. So you have four older sisters. Like, I was like the weird one. So I always got, oh, you're, and it's like, my daughter is lesbian. I don't agree with it, but I support. And that's the thing is, like, it's just about, like, I mean, that's the thing is you don't have to necessarily support it, but, like, just loving your child, loving their partner. Like, if somebody, like, it's so hard to find love in this lifetime. It can be so hard to find a significant other and one that you get along with. I support the people that will love my child. You know what I mean? I support the people that will treat them right. I support the people that won't have conditional love for them. I support, you know what I mean? Like, I will instantly love somebody that has unconditional love towards my kids. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me. So I do. I look at other people a lot, and I'm like, man, how do these people, like, how do they, like, I just can't imagine disliking somebody so much for something that is none of your business. Yeah, you're right. Like, you're gonna wipe off, like, your cooties on them. Like, and that's what that woman in Hawaii, she was so mad. My kids are here, and so what if your kids are there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have children there. They're not going to know the difference on what this person, whether this person is a real one, not a real one. Like, all, like, what I'm saying. But they're not going to know. Like, the kids probably aren't even paying attention. They're going to walk right by. She wanted them to, like, seriously go and hide somewhere because there were children. And I'm like, they're not doing anything. They're there. They're dressed up. They're taking promotional videos and look for something. But like I said, one of her kids had come out to her either as non-binary or and I'll be real, like, the whole non-binary thing I don't necessarily understand either, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't accept somebody that is non-binary. Like, obviously, like I said, it doesn't affect my life. It does not affect my life. I think it's ridiculous when people are like, oh, I don't want you around kids. You know what? I would rather have my children see somebody that's happy in a same-sex relationship than somebody that is miserable in a hetero relationship. Like, what kind of example does that give? You know what I'm saying? You would rather, like, say, we'll take the scenario of a woman and a man, and the man's abusive. Hi, Lewis, what's going on? Or you have, say, a man and a man, and they're both happy. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jess, is, like, I don't necessarily understand it, like, the whole non-binary thing, but like I said, if you're single, I would date you. But, like, add me. I can't thank you. I was to say I'm live. I'm on live on two different devices, but, like, I don't have to. It doesn't matter whether I accept it or not. Like I said, everybody's entitled to love in this life. Like, I don't understand why people can't just. I'll tell you this much. I went up to Gay Pride New York one year, and that was like, that was awesome. I love that. It was so hot out. It was so ridiculously hot out that day. Like, so ridiculously hot. And there were people walking by in heels, full feathers, full makeup. I'm like, yo, I need, like, some makeup pointers, shit. I'm, like, sweating mine off. Like, I'm like, ugh. Like, I'm like, and people are walking by just looking fabulous as fuck. And I'm like, man, what kind of setting spray do you use? Like, oh, I love Pride events. I love Pride events. Like, it's just, and that's the thing. It's not about converting people. It's just about acceptance. That's a whole general idea of Pride events, is not pushing the agenda on somebody. And I will say this too, if somebody is gay, and they're pushing their agenda. That's where I have a disagreement with, because it's the same thing as somebody being hetero and pushing their agenda. It's just about being who they want to be and being out and not being ashamed of it. And like I love that. Like I said, I love pride events. Like it, I would much rather go to a pride event than say like a church sermon where they're going to tell me what a shit person I am. Or don't even go. Like I'm like, dude, it just like I said, it baffles me a lot. Like I said, I grew up in church. My sisters are all very religious and all that stuff, and I just don't understand like how people can sit in judgment of other people. I can see if that person is personally pushing their agenda on you, but otherwise, like, why do you care? Like, why do you care? Live your fucking life. Like, live your life. Like, and I said I would rather my children see a same-sex couple if I'm setting the I'm setting the scene for how their life will go. I would rather have my kids see their aunt or their uncle in a same-sex marriage that was happy and functional and taught them what love is. You know what I mean? Rather than seeing them and say like a hetero relationship that isn't healthy, that's got abuse with it, that's got belittling, that's because what kind of example does that set? So I said I do see like a lot online where people like they just it's the pushing of the agenda. That's where I have the issue. And pride didn't pull it out because of political. Yeah, and that's like I said I don't know. That's my big thing for today. So anyway, back to Denise Richards' house. Right, totally off top. Totally like on. I had caffeine this morning, so I'm like going on. But so I said Denise Richards is going through a divorce, right? And if you go look, like I feel kind of bad for her, like honestly, because like she's going through divorce. Her husband, well, her soon to be ex husband, went on and made this video of their three. He said he came back home, and I said I've been through a divorce. Like the last thing I will ever do is trash my kid's dad on social media, regardless of how much we've ever fought or how mad I've ever been at him. Like I've never gone on and made a Facebook post about him. I've never gone on like a live stream and trashed him. Like I try to, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. It's not something that I would do. It just adds fuel to the fire. So I hate when I see people, hey, baby, what you doing, baby? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Well, good afternoon, y'all. But so yeah, her ex-husband, right, soon to be ex-husband, went on and made a video of their $3.5 million mansion. He said she left behind 15 dogs that he's had to figure out how to clean up after and take care of and all that shit. And then he said that he came back because they're going to end up selling it. And he was bringing realtors through, and it's like trash. Like there's literally like dog shit everywhere. There's makeup everywhere, like that sort of stuff. And I'm like, ew, like if anything, I know he put this up to embarrass her, but I was more embarrassed for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't know, she might be online trashing him too. I don't know. But like, why? I don't know. I like it didn't sit right with me that he did that. Like, I don't care what she did. I don't care if she was the rightest. Like, people always argue to be the rightest in like a fight. I don't care if she was the rightest in everything. Like, you still leave your kid's parent with some dignity. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've never, ever, ever trashed my kid's dad online. Never. Not one time. Never would. Never. I mean, just straight up, I just never would. Like, that's... And I don't agree with it when parents do that, because, like, that digital footprint stays. You could end up having, but it just fuels the fire. It gives the other person a whole nother reason to be mad at you. And it's like, I don't know. Like I said, it's not something I would do. Like, and it's funny because I said me with my ex-husband, like, I look at him and I'm like, wow, we were ever a couple. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you realize you just grow and that you're not like the same. But that doesn't mean that like I didn't love him at the time. That doesn't mean that I would, like I said, I just don't think that anything good can come from trashing the other parent online. Like I said, it just, like when people put up videos like of their baby's mom acting crazy. Like, I can see if somebody's abusive making videos, but like, why post it online? That's something between you, the other party, and the court. Like, that is not, I don't know. Like I said, that just kind of leaves like a bad taste in my mouth. So I said, with her ex husband, I don't know if she was the rightest in the relationship. I've not a clue. But either way, like I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. Like I was like, that's probably like cause that's something. How do you know that he didn't tear the house up? He said he's been living in a part of the house, but that's how she left it. Well, how do you know? And then why are you releasing it online? Take it to a judge. Keep it between the judge. If it's really that bad, I'm sure like the court cams and everything, they show up now. You know what I mean? Like people can find those online. It's not like when you would go, once upon a time, and everything's kind of like online now, so people are gonna see it regardless. But it's like, why put it out there? Like to me, that just looked almost like abusive in a way. You know what I mean? Like you're putting this narrative out. For all you know, she might have been the clean one. For all you know, she might have been the one. Like I don't know, but it's like she didn't go out there and put that out about him. So I just kind of thought it was weird that he did that. Like that was just weird to me because he knows that she has the name that she has, and that people will talk about it just because it's her. You know what I mean? So here I'm sitting here talking about it, but you know what I mean? Like it just like I said, I know he put it out there to kind of be to take it against her, but if anything, like I said, to me that just looked like weird. Like why would you put that out there? Like I said, either way, stuff stays online forever. I wouldn't want my kids to come across that. Like, oh look, your mother was such a pig. Like you know what I mean? Like that to me that looks really weird on you. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see. Oh, Kelly and Sharon Osbourne, Kelly and Sharon Osbourne recently came out with a new business venture, and the pictures. If you haven't seen the pictures of it, I think it's gorgeous. Like I was a huge Ozzy fan growing up. I went to Ozfest every year for years upon years, right? And like they're coming out with, and I'll tell you, if you haven't seen the pictures, these are the first pictures since Ozzy passed that have come out. The pictures are gorgeous. The videos are gorgeous. It's Sharon, and she's now what, like in 70 something. She's almost like 80. Like she's getting up there. You know what I mean? She definitely is starting. Like Sharon Osbourne is a badass bitch. That's all I'm saying. She's always been a badass bitch. She's always like my spirit creature is Sharon Osbourne. Like I absolutely adore her. Like she was nice as fuck, but like don't push it. Like she would stand on business, and I think that that's something that you don't have to stand on business. Like I would rather have people around me that if they get mad at me, I know that they're mad at me and why they're mad at me, and I can try to think of ways to make it better. Because I would never go out of my way to purposely hurt anybody else. But like I understand that at the same time, it's sometimes it's just it is what it is. Sometimes you piss people off, and but I would rather have, like I said, people with me. You don't ever have to overthink. You never have to sit there and think, well, is Ren mad at me? No, if I'm mad, believe me, you will know, and you will know why. I'm not gonna go behind your like back and talk shit. I'm not gonna, come online and like I've had fights with people online, like being a live streamer and whatnot. And I didn't like people come through. Oh, what happened with you and them? Oh, we got into a fight. It's not a big deal. Like I didn't come on and like trash talk them. I didn't because like I said, it just fuels stuff. People use that to manipulate people for gifts. Like they'll battle somebody that they hate for hours upon hours upon hours on end, just so people get the hate gifts. You know what I mean? Like, and I said to make sure that you keep an eye on people that are live streamers, because if they're too good at this, if they are too good at this, that's like if they're too slick. I can honestly say, like, I don't come to. Oh, and make sure you follow me on YouTube. Just talking about this because I said, like, I am something like 130 people away from being able to monetize on YouTube. So make sure that you add me on YouTube. Tap the screen like the lives guy. But if you get a chance, go look up those Kelly and Sharon like videos because they decided they're doing a new business venture, right? And I thought this was kind of interesting. They decided to do falconry. I don't know if maybe they had a hobby together. I don't know how this came about. But so the videos are Sharon and they're standing out like in a farm, and she's holding like she's got like this black dress on and she's got her arm up and there's a falcon like sitting right. How many people? I need like 130, I think, to be able to monetize that. Not even that. I don't even come to like for gifts, but like I said, it's always a good option. You know what I mean, Jess? It's always a good. Hey, if somebody's like, I want to donate to you, and it's $2, shit, it's $2. I didn't have it before. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, I talked about this one yesterday, right? Like, there was a dog groomer however long ago, right? And she got in a lot of trouble. Blue just became my. Listen, blue just became your favorite color. Awesome. I'm glad I could bring you over to that side. I just did it like last week. Made $4 on Facebook. That's what I'm saying. Everything, which, by the way, guys, there's my small business back there. That's my website. I have a lot of my. Wait, what color are your nails? They're all sorts of colors. Each one's different. Well, it mimics the other hand, but each one's different. But so there's a dog groomer. This had happened like a little while ago. I'm a huge dog person. Like I absolutely adore dogs, love dogs. And there was a dog groomer that got in a lot of trouble on the internet because there was a video that surfaced of her abusing the dogs. Right? I've never seen a video that made me like matter. I'm from Delaware. It's really boring here. I was gonna say, what is your name, Andy? Or what would you like me to call you? But yeah, my hair's normally red. I just did this like last week, so and I said like I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't know if I'll end up going back to the red. I might. Sometimes I like to say Picasso had his color phases. So do I. I have my color phases too. The only thing I don't like about blue is the fact that it like goes everywhere. I can't say you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. And I said, so guys, make sure you go follow me on YouTube. Make sure you go follow me on TikTok, all that good stuff. So Handsome Works, we'll do that. We'll do that. I got you, boo. But so there's a dog groomer now that's going viral, not for bad reasons. He's going viral because like videos showed up. It was like security footage of him showed up, and he's like dancing with the dogs. He's singing to them. Like he's doing everything in his power to make the dogs comfortable. And it was, if you need like a heartwarming video today, like go, like if you're just like, you know what, I'm in a shit mood. I need like a good video, and you like I think that's awesome. Like I said, sometimes we only hear about all the negative things in the world. I like the things that are like super positive too. So he was abused. No. There was one, like I said, that came out not too long ago. It was in North Carolina, and it was a woman, and she was literally punching the dogs. And I've never had a video make me so mad as that one. Like I was like, ooh, bitch. Rate my profile picture 10, right? 10, 110. What's the scale? What's the scale? You got to give me like a range there. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, this dog groomer, he's just wonderful. Like I said, he's singing to the dogs. He's making them like comfortable. He's, you know what I mean? I'm like, God, like that's more stuff that one out of 10. I would say a 15. I gave you extra credit points for being awesome. Oh, thank you, Jess. Honey, you guys are always welcome to come and see me. Like I said, I try to go live every day. I have caffeine in me. I got to go out in a little bit to, we're going to my mom's birthday party at some point. So, but yeah, so people are praising this dog groomer online. I'm like, that's awesome because we need more of that. We need more positive stories that will help bring people up. Sometimes when you you watch the news, right? You just hear about all this shit. So I said the normal news will make me like, I don't watch the normal news in the morning, because I find it like depressing, I said I will do like the weird news, I'll do like trending news, whatever on here. But for the most part, like it just, I don't know. I like I said, I like hearing the good stories. So if you need like a story that's going to put you in a great mood today, go on and look up like the dog groomer, like the happy dog groomer. He's so sweet with those animals. They're already skittish. They're already scared shitless. They don't know if they're going to be going, like, they're already scared. You know what I mean? They're already scared. I have an issue, like, seriously, people that abuse animals, there's something fucking wrong with them. They're actually coming out with a law that I think is a great idea. It's about, it's like a registry for people that abuse animals. Like if you go say the SPCA gets a tip that you're abusing an animal and they come out and get it, right? Then it goes in the SPCA system, but it doesn't transfer through to all the systems. So what they're working on making now, most states now, good. It should be a felony in most states, but now they're kind of doing like a registry, like the registry, where if you abuse an animal, then say you go to New York to get buy a dog, like from a breeder, right? The breeder will have to run your name in order to even sell you the dog. So if there's been that, like I think that there's something seriously, seriously wrong with people that abuse animals, especially dogs. Dogs just love you. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about what you did to like they just love, and it's such like an unconditional, such a sweet type of love. Like I adore my dog. Like he made me a dog person, like you would not believe. Absolutely, I love all animals, but I love dogs. Like they just love you. Like you can be the biggest shithead in the world, and the dog will still absolutely love you. So like I don't know. I hope that at some point everybody gets that type of unconditional love. So I don't understand why how people can even look at something that loves you that much and get mad and hurt it. Like there's that's so like nope, can't do it, can't do it. David, good morning. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen for me. I said we are getting some makeup on us today. Like I said, I'll be going out at some point. I don't know when though. The parents are very last minute. Like they'll be like, all right, well we'll see you in an hour. Hi David, what's going on? Guys, welcome through. The more you tap the screen, the more I get more people in, all that good stuff. I said I'm live on YouTube. I'm also live on TikTok. Everybody's more than welcome in here, unless you're a shithead. Then just keep scrolling. But if you're not a shithead, by all means, pull up a bar stool. We'll have a chit chat. Good morning, guys. Well, I guess I need to say good afternoon now. I slept in. Yeah, I slept in. I'm normally on here much earlier, and I try to come on live every day. So make sure to follow me. Make sure you keep up with me, cause I like that shit. I do. I like that shit. David, how are you, baby? You hanging in there? And I said everybody's more than welcome in here, unless you're a shithead. If you're a shithead, just keep it moving. I said the trolls. I started doing YouTube not that long ago, and like that is, I get more trolls on that site than anywhere else. Like straight up, especially if I'm like trending higher. Like I can promise you, if I have like YouTube's very weird. It's either off. Thank you, David, honey. Good afternoon. Hi, Kurt. How are you? But YouTube is very interesting. Oh, David, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. And I said, guys, everything that I earn on live, I just put back into my small business. If you want to go check it out, you can go check it out. edgeoftheeasel.com. I have a lot of come on, Harley, and ride to the beach. That's solid. That sounds like a good way. I was going to say, I live in Delaware, right? And I was seeing pictures yesterday from down the beach, right? And they had, what was it, a Mrs. Roper, uh, like a Mrs. Roper day down the beach, right? Which I thought was really funny. I went like on, line and I'm seeing all these pictures and it was a whole bunch of people, men, women, everybody, like, and they're all in these like red wigs, right? And they've got like big moo on, like, those big house dresses on. And I'm like, what is happening here? I thought it was like a ginger fest. No, I found out that what it was. So I live in North Florida. Yeah, it's North Florida Day. Guys, welcome through. I was going to say, Florida cracks me up. Y'all have a whole season just based on bad weather. Like, y'all have a whole season just based on bad weather. Like, oh, it's hurricane season. And I said it's funny because, like, people in Florida, they're very, they love to get the opinion of the humidity from other people. Every time I've been down to Florida, everybody's like, so what do you think of this humidity? Like, listen, I'm in Delaware. It's like a little peninsula right underneath Jersey and all that shit. We have pretty good weather. Yeah, I know. It cracks me up that it's like, oh yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure. Like I said, there's certain spots where it is just way more expensive. You know what I mean? Here it's not too bad. We do have a lot of people moving here, but at the same time, like I'm like, I don't know. I don't know that this is necessarily. I always wonder when people move to Delaware, like why? Like what makes you move to Delaware? Like what makes you go, okay, I could move anywhere in the world. Yeah, Delaware. That seems like a good place. Like what made my ancestors like stop here? I said the only thing like people will be like, oh well, it's tax free. Like we have a lot of in Wilmington. There's this place like you know laid back country setting. Yeah, I bet. Like I like Florida. Every time I've been down to Florida, I've had a good time. I've been down there a lot. You know, I was just down there like a couple of years ago, and I said like, you could not pay me enough money to step foot. The only way I will ever, ever, ever go to Disney World ever again a day in my life. I'm like, I have one sister that's like obsessed with Disney World, right? The only way I would ever, 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 ever go to ever go to Disney is if I have grandchildren. And I can tell you this much: I'm going to be a cranky bitch. I'm going to have a cart in my hand the whole time, just you know what I mean? Like I'm just not about the whole Disney thing. It's the tourists. That's where I would get. I'm an hour from Orlando. I was gonna say, have you been to Disney a lot? I have a niece that lives down there, and she's like super into Disney. Like she went to their college program, and she's just stayed there ever since. She worked at like Universal. She worked at Disney. Like, but so I had a sis. I have a sister, my oldest sister. She's like in her 60s now. She ended up. She loves Disney. Like she loves. Still to this day, she loves Disney. And she was literally going for a single per. Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, what if you get like that fast pass or whatever? Isn't it like $100 and then you get to skip like I don't know. I was gonna say a lot's changed since I've been down there. But so my oldest sister, she loves Disney. Like she used to go once, maybe twice a year. But it's not cheap. I bet. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine. I was down in Orlando a few years ago for a live streaming convention, and I was like, we went right by Disney. I'm not stopping there. I did go to Universal Studios. I really wanted to go. Since I was down there, I wanted to, because it was around this time of year, I really wanted to go the Halloween Horror Nights, you know? And then, so the guy that I met down there, he was my friend from online. We were like, oh yeah, let's go to the Halloween Horror Nights, right? It was so hot that day, just that day in particular. It was so busy. It was so that by the time it came, like free wait free. There we go. But so it was so ridiculously hot that we were like, okay, fuck this. Like we abandoned ship on it. Like it was. There were so many people. I think we were there all day. I was doing lives from there all day, and like there were so many people there. We could like barely like function. We could barely. I think we got on like 3 rides all day. I was like, well, that's a waste of money. Like, but I really, at some point, I would like to go down to Universal and go to their Halloween Horror Nights. And I've been down to Disney like during Halloween and whatnot. And I'll tell you this much, like I haven't been since I was like younger, but they do have a good Halloween party. They do. They have a very good Halloween party. So good for them. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. Um. All right. Oh, did you guys see this one? I was gonna say there was a fair ride in Ohio State, right? And it's just been like the most recent. Like, do not get on fair rides, y'all. Do not get on fair rides. On the phone when you were still on Meet Me Another app. Oh, what was your old username? Have you rolled 11? I'm easily entertained for you. You know me at this point. I'm easily. What was your username on there? I love it when people come through and they're funny. Like it just makes my heart so happy. Like, it makes my heart so happy. So there was this is like the most recent one. Have you guys seen the ride where it looks like a claw almost, and then people sit inside here and it rocks back and forth and it goes up and down and all sorts of stuff. That's what this ride was, and it was at like a fair, right? Like I will go to a theme park and go on rides before I ever go to like a county fair. Because, like, listen, those things are put up very, very quickly by people that don't necessarily know what they're doing. They're not maintained. Like, I can remember when I was younger going and seeing the zipper and there was a bucket just hanging under a part of it. And I was like, oh, that looks sketchy. I had, those toboggan rides where they just goes around in a circle. I honestly don't remember. Well, welcome back, Free. I said I also do TikTok, so you're always welcome to come through and see me. I love my old Meet Me people. I do. I love seeing people from Meet Me. It makes me so happy. I'm like, oh, good. People still fuck with me. Yay. I'd be tired of my shit by now. But, so this video, it's going up and it's going around and it literally takes and it breaks. Like one of the arms of it that has 5 people on it, literally takes and breaks and it goes flying off somewhere. There was one person that was complete, is no longer in this world. The rest of them, like, were pretty much in ICU. So I'm just saying, be really hesitant. Like the county fair shits, those are where Like that's what I just don't. So I can remember years ago, right? Like there was this county fair kind of thing that used to come around my area every year, and me and my friends would go, right? I was walking through and I said, you remember that the toboggan thing where it literally just turns around in a circle and goes up and down on hills, and there's normally some DJ inside of it like playing overly loud music. I was walking by that thing, and this was like some Final Destination type shit. Okay, for real. Like this was like some Final Destination type shit because I'm walking by this thing, and a piece of it zings off, right? And it's literally flying like this, like horizontally. I'm walking by it. Thank God, there was a fucking, what was it? There was like, one of the metal signs, right? And it hit the sign. And I was like, it was literally some Final Destination type shit. Like, oh gosh, like, death's been after me ever since. You just have to learn how to watch the signs. Like, I don't know, something. But like, those things are sketchy. They're sketchy as fuck. Like, they are sketchy. And they really, so I said, be careful if you go on, this one before I got out with my wife, I created this fictitious place called Iolonia. So, I was going to say free. You know what was funny? I actually, I kind of had a similar thing, right? Let's put it this way. The word rhymes with corn, but we'll say it was called Corntopia. I made up this place in my head, and it's a place where all the women go around and they just do stuff to get that type of attention. Like they're in the grocery store just eyeballing men, squeezing the melons for hours, just waiting for that one guy to come up and be like, "Excuse me, miss, can I help squeeze your melon?" You know what I mean? Or like in every scenario, like they get pulled over by the cops and they're like, "Is there anything I can do to get out of?" Like I've had some hot ass cops pull me over, but you know what? There's a thing called solicitation and bribery. You don't want to offer that to a cop. Is there anything I can do to get out of this? Like those type of scenarios. Like just walk around, everybody's in like 8-inch heels all the time. Oh, hold on, my dishwasher's broken. Oh, I got stuck in the drain. Like all those fucking scenarios that don't actually, like, and there are some men in the world that cannot tell the difference. Like they think that women really do this. We just walk around. Oh, I got my hand stuck in a drain. What will I do? Bitch, how do you get your hand stuck in a drain? We got drain snakes. Like you ain't gotta reach down there and dig that shit out. Like if you got your hand stuck in a drain, maybe they should just leave you there. Because you know what? Your survival instincts are no longer. Like you ever see those scary movies, right? Where like something goes down in the garbage disposal. Like they're like, oh, my wedding ring fell off and it went down the garbage disposal. And you're just waiting, like they're like reaching. Nah, fuck that, man. It's called get a magnet, put it on a string. Like use your fucking brain. Why? Especially if you're in a horror movie. If you're in a horror movie, especially, why would you put your hand down into the drain? I mean, you don't know that you're in a horror movie, but I'm just saying, like, why? You got to be smarter than the drain, y'all. Oh no, my wedding ring fell down the drain. Okay, get a magnet, put it on a string, drop that shit down there. Like I would do that before. Okay, wait for some to go and take the pipe off underneath. Like, why would you take your hand and go? Like I've never understood that. Marissa, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna get ready, and I'm actually getting ready to jump off. Marissa, I said it's been my time, man. I've been on here for a hot second. I hope y'all have an amazing day. You guys are wonderful. I said I'm going out today for my mother's birthday, so I hope that you guys all have an amazing day. Make sure to sub to me on YouTube. Also, make sure to follow me on TikTok, because I said I'll normally like dual stream them. But so yeah, we're in the last couple of seconds. Make sure that you go check out my website too. If you feel like being overly amazing, you don't even have to go and buy anything, but just you going and viewing my site definitely helps. So, hi Lindsay. I was just getting ready to get off here, guys. But so, yeah, edgeoftheeasel.com. I have a lot of stuff up there. I'm working on a lot more stuff. You guys are always welcome to come through and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I appreciate it when you guys help. I said I've been on for a bit, so I'm going to go get my shit together and see if I can't, be a productive member of society today. So I keep looking for, like, my hairpins. I don't know what I did with them. All right, guys, I love your faces. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good, Lindsay. I said I'll be back later on, y'all. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, because you know what? Fuck it, you deserve it. Have the best day ever.